Hello and good day to you all. I don't know where you are going to watch this from, but as for me, I'm Albert from Zimbabwe. So I want to demonstrate an asset management system, and currently I'm going to log in as the administrator of the system. These systems, they are tailor-made specifically for different customer needs, and different ones. So this one as we are going to start for Mutare, it's Mutare City Council here in Zimbabwe, right? So we have 3 users in the system, and the number 3 is printed out as this database, as the number of users that are actually in the system. So currently we have saved 3 users, so that is why it is printing 3 users. So if we have 10 users, the same thing will happen. And also we have the categories. The categories of an asset they differ. You know, you may have a category with the name Dell Latitude, Dell Vostro. That's a category of laptops, and also we may have HP something, and it may fall under desktop categories. So here we have different categories that are in the system, and as you can see, we have access points, electronics, hardware, and all other categories. So these categories, we can edit them, we can delete them, we can add new categories. They just help us so that whenever we are adding an asset, we can really specify its category. For example, if we add Dell Vostro, it's a category that falls under laptops. If we add HP ProBook, it's also a category that falls under laptops. So here we have 7. There were 6, and now here we have 7. So here we are adding. We need to add a new product just for the sake of an example. But however, in the system we have a few entries that we have made just for the sake of a demonstration. So here we can see the different specification of that all the assets that we have in the system. We can see that just a logo, the serial number, the product name, the categories, the conditions, the asset user, is it currently being borrowed or is currently in the stock, and the borrower's department, the date issued, was it issued 2 days before to 2 days up to date. So as you can see, there are different information that you can capture about the system. This will help us to really determine the condition of the asset. So here, as you can see, the depreciation is 50%. We're just saying 5,000 original price and current value 2,500. So the depreciation is 50%. So these depreciations are entered by the administrator, specifying how much the asset is depreciated. So these are the opinions of the administrator. When an asset was borrowed, how good is it when it is how good is it when the returner returns it? Is it damaged? Is it still good? Is it even not working? How is the condition? So this will help him to evaluate the current condition of the asset, so that whenever maybe they want to dispose assets, they can really specify and look into those assets which are maybe above 90% depreciation, above 100% depreciation and stuff. So here we have our 6 assets. So about inquiries, we are looking at people in different departments that inquire about a specific asset. However, it will not be available for them to actually borrow it because someone else is using it. So we can say I'm borrowing I want to borrow an HP ProBook, but the laptop is currently being used by another user, possibly for another department or whatever. But we have to wait in that queue so that whenever it is available, it will be allocated to me. So here on the dashboard, we have a few entries. These are just a hint of what's in our system. So we have assets that need servicing. Here we are looking at possibly assets that have been so on this one, we have asset that needs servicing, the serial number, the name, and the last user of that system. So if a user returns a system and it's possibly damaged or it's not working, we can see that this entry that is there is actually damaged here, right? So if it is damaged and the last person who used it, as you can see, these are the details that will appear. So here we just take about only three sections of that asset, and also I think they are the most crucial. So we do also latest inquiries. How many people and who specifically has made an inquiry about a specific laptop, about a specific product, right? Sorry, an asset specifically. So we have people waiting for an asset. This is a queue, right? We have to have a queue of people that have recently made an inquiry about an asset. So as you can see, inquiries full name 0. So these details, they are random. We randomly insert them just for the sake of demonstration. We really want to see if our system is working well. So here we can delete the user. Possibly the asset has been allocated to that person, so we actually have to delete the person in the queue so that we not have to see him here. All right. So this is on this dashboard. Also, we have recently added assets. All right. As we can see, we have these are the last 5 items that have been added into the system, but they are not all the assets in the system. They are just recently added, right? So each is in this asset. When we edit, we have a date, right? Then we just sort by the date. This one is the latest, this one has been added before and stuff. So let's get into adding a product. So usually the information that we enter here, it is just for demonstration's sake. I don't know who are watching this, but possibly this serial number, as you can see, we are just putting in names, and product name, we're just putting a name. So access point. So we just need to show that we are good at developing systems. Wherever you're watching this, if you need similar systems, we can make them for you, and we can make them for you in the way you really want it, because this is specifically for that user, right? We can fine-tune it the way you need it. So has the asset been borrowed? We are just specifying whether the asset has been borrowed and the date which it was borrowed, right? So this is a recently added asset. As you can see, example name, and it is in the category of access points. All right. And also those images, we have images in the system. We need to specify if we have a new image. It will just help us to increase functionality on the system, right? We add a different image, we upload it, and usually that image will have a name that is that resembles that image. For example, let us look at this printer and HP, Dell. They are quite relevant, right? So now we now possibly need to see if our recently added photo will appear here. So it is appearing here. So we just need to add a product names or images that are relevant to that product. So as you can see, these are the number of users in our system. We only have 3. Our categories, we only have 7. We have done this once before. And notifications, the administrator will see notifications of damaged assets. When an asset is returned, it can be labeled as damaged, not working, or dead, right? Depending on how the administrator is seen the condition of that asset, right? Assets that need to be sold. If an asset is depreciated more than 80%, we consider that asset that is all right. So here, as you can see, the actual depreciation of these assets, they are more than 80%, right? And also we have dead assets. These are the assets that we can neither sell nor use in our actual system, because we can't use dead products. And also depreciated assets up to 80% and above. As you can see, there are different functionalities of this system, right? So these are specifically for this client, right? If you need different systems, we can make them for you, right? So here we can edit the profile of this user, the profile image. This is just an image of me and my mother. We can change it. Let us put just a random image, right? Change it. Then by changing it, it restores it. So this is my younger brother. So the name, we can also change it. Everything we can change it. So this is a full custom, this is a full responsive system that can be uploaded just for you, right? So the way we work, usually we just ask our clients to just pay a deposit, a fee of about $20, just $20. Then the whole system's requirements are implemented, and by the day end we can make that system for them, and then give them a video like this demonstrating how the system works. And if they like it, then they can pay the balance. So here we are now logging in as a user, not a super administrator. So as a user, we have limited functionalities, right? That's I think that's quite of common sense. We can print the number of users, the number of products, sorry, the product information that is in our system. We need to take out a printout of all our assets. So here I'm using IDM, so it will just pop up in IDM. So I need to open that file in the file explorer. Just wait. Now it's loading. Right, so I need to just adjust the font size of this PDF. But anyway, as you can see, serial number, asset name, asset condition, asset user, the department, and all other information related to that asset. And also on the media, the ordinary user of the company can add various images that have names that at least resembles the image. For example, HP, Dell, monitor, bootable, so that whenever we are adding these, they can be relevant.